Hey guys, this is another part of my series of memes relating to my past or current relationships. So this one says, dudes be calling us delusional, but have y'all ever seen how far a dude will take a lie? Should be diabolical as a fuck. So basically, long story short, again, I was messing with this guy and it was a work situation and it turned out really bad, and it got to the point where he was basically at work spreading lies about me, saying that I was obsessed with him, I would follow him around and I would follow him to this place and this place, and I'm like a lost puppy dog basically following him around the store while we're at work and all that. And keep in mind, his girlfriend worked at the store with us, right? Whole time he was after me since like day like 5, I think. Like basically everybody saw it but me, and then I started catching on. So I'm thinking like, dang, this guy is really coming after me, and I didn't even know he had a girlfriend at that point. But anyways, it ended up to the point where I had to end up going to HR because I'm like, this is kind of weird that you have this grown ass man working at the store and y'all aren't doing anything about it, but everybody basically knows that he's a pedo and he's still working here, right? So I basically printed out all the screenshots of all the stuff that he's been sending me. And originally I was gonna put it like in the break room just for everybody to see, and people would be like, oh my gosh, that's what he said to that girl while he had a girlfriend working at the same store, you know? So that's how bad I wanted to expose him, because I feel like with a narcissist, you can slash their tires, you can rob them, you can get them like beat up, blah blah blah, right? But that's not gonna like hurt them. You know, they could fix all of that stuff, right? So a narcissist, you have to hit their ego. You basically have to expose how they truly are to all of their friends. That's how you get the real revenge, okay? So basically I printed out the screenshots, took them to HR and the boss, and they were like, oh dang, he been saying this shit, what the fuck, he crazy as hell, oh my god. But I don't know, I feel like the boss kind of warned him, because instead of like, you know how they do like investigations on people and then they get fired or whatever, I think the boss gave him a warning and was like, oh, you better quit and back out before you get investigated and fired and sent to jail because you're a weirdo, you know? So just quit before anything happens. And you know how like white men protect each other, right? So I know that's what fucking happened. And then he ended up like taking a leave, and that's when I got my new job, and I bounced to my new job because I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, turns out he was talking shit about me the whole time, and I'm thinking like, damn, that's crazy. But now like all his friends and stuff know how he really is, and I still have the screenshots on my phone, and I will have them on my phone for fucking ever. And I also still have to do like an in-depth YouTube video on the whole situation. But no, I cannot believe like how far he went. So basically he basically went to the boss and was like, oh no, like Tia has been stalking me to my house and to Food Lion and blah blah blah, she knows what car I drive, she knows where I live. And then the boss called me into the office and he was like, why were you stalking this guy? And I'm like, bro, I go to work and I go home. Like, how the fuck am I gonna know where somebody lives from work? You know, I'm too lazy to fucking follow somebody. I'm not wasting my gas in this economy. But the boss just didn't believe me because, of course, he was on the other white man's side, right? He's not gonna believe me, a little girl. So basically, the boss told me, he was like, oh, no means no. If somebody rejects you, no means no. If somebody doesn't want to hang out with you, no means no. So I'm guessing that the man basically went to the boss and told him that I'm a stalker and that I was coming on to him even though he had a girlfriend. Whole time it was the opposite, right? So yeah, I don't know, he was trying to get ahead of me. Whole time I was ahead of him. He didn't see shit coming. But no, he's just a fucking pedo at the end of the day, you know, dating young girls. But you know, that's a him problem.